How I Teach the Youngings Part 2, because apparently I couldn't fit anything in the same video. At least that's what my fairy peers told me. The first thing I'm going to show is a protection spell for the clubhouse, because why'd you go up to the clubhouse if the fairy hunters could see you and get in? Which is also going to be an invisibility spell. I'm also going to teach that just now. This usually only really helps, like the invisibility spell. If you're doing the water type invisibility spell, which is the only one I know how to do, it only really benefits the the water fairy types, and that's the class I teach usually. Sometimes I teach other types for just plain safety and instructions. You need some leaves from your local enchanted forest. You need green and brown. If you can't find brown, that's okay, but I do. I have some brown. Next, you need some rocks. You need rocks because when the fairy hunters run up to the wall, or they run up to wherever you're trying to protect, it sort of acts like a stone wall, or like something made out of rocks and such. So, rocks to act as the actual barrier. Next, grass, because, you know, fairies come from nature. And make sure this comes from your enchanted garden, because if it doesn't, this is my enchanted garden, by the way. It's not really a garden, like my entire backyard. If you get it from somewhere that isn't on your property, then it won't work. Next, evergreen. You don't really need evergreen, but it does really add to your protection spells and other things, other factors that comes to protection and invisibility. This might be all that I'm teaching in this lesson today, because this takes a pretty long time. And next, if you're doing one that kind of damages the hunters and like kind of turns them against themselves, you want dead flowers. And if you're really trying to harm the hunters and possibly kill them, get as many dead flowers as you can. Make sure you renew the spell every week, or depending on how many leaves you put. If you put the same amount of leaves I am, it's a month. If you put a couple less leaves, it's a year. I mean a week, not a year. And also factors depend on how much of your enchanted water you put. If you put the same amount I am, it's a month. If you put less than that, it's a week. One thing you need invisibility, the pointy shaped leaf. Get small. That's all. Bye.